From the Opupka Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OU Update with Jason Kersey. I'm Jenny Carlson. Jason, lots of Sooners making appearances at the NFL Combine this week, although not all of them participating in the on-field events because of injuries and that sort of thing. But let's start with Jalen Saunders. Sooner fans obviously came to love him. Are NFL types falling in love with him?
Well, I think that he's got a pretty good chance to get drafted, maybe in the lower rounds. His size is really going to hold him back. He's only 5'8" or 5'9". Obviously, with the way that NFL offenses are these days, there's plenty of room there for slot receivers, and I think he's perfect for that. And also, he's shown to be an excellent punt returner, and teams can always use one of those. So, and he ran well. I think he was a 10th best 40 time among wide receivers. So he really did have an impressive showing out there. But that size is really going to limit his ceiling, I think. Another
guy that was impressive in the 40 was Damien Williams, who didn't finish the season as a Sooner, but among running backs was pretty fast.
Yeah, Damien he was the 4th best 40 time among running backs, which was really kind of surprising considering he hasn't played in a while. I think that one of the things that's going to hold him back the most is obviously character questions. The fact that he was kicked off the team with 2 or 3 games to go because he committed multiple team rule violations, whatever that means. In the I think we know what it means, but in the same season, I think that's going to be a question for him moving forward. But obviously he looks the part. He's tough, he's physical, and he's fast.
Yeah, so an NFL team could potentially take a chance on him. We'll see. Well, 2 guys that aren't doing any of the on-field stuff, Trey Millard and Colvin, because of injury, but they're doing interviews. I assume those 2 guys, when it comes to interviews, would perform pretty well in that arena.
Right, yeah, they're both really intelligent guys. They're high-character guys. They never got in trouble at OU. I don't think that would be a problem for them at all. The question for them is going to be how quickly can they come back from the knee? How much is that going to affect them? Each of them had ACL tears in their rookie season. I think that's the biggest problem for them.
And lastly, Gabe Ikard is the 5th Sooner there, who I assume did fantastically in the interviews. Yeah. Maybe not as good as in the on-field stuff, because athletically he's maybe down the list of offensive linemen, but he's a guy that I'm sure has done well in a lot of different ways at the Combine.
Well, on the field he didn't do bad either. He was the best offensive lineman in 2 different drills. So he really impressed them, I think. When I talked to him yesterday, I think his 40 time, he was a little disappointed in that. But he was really happy with his performance. And like you said, in the interviews, that's just, he's going to knock that out of the park.
Mr. Mayor will be fine in the interviews. Lastly, talking about Ikard, he's obviously become something of a local talk, I guess, after the Pastagate story of last week, when some secondary violations that we reported uncovered that some Sooners had eaten too much pasta. He was one of them, and it's sort of become a fun story at this point.
Yeah, and when I talked to him yesterday, he said it was ridiculous, but also really entertaining for him. The stuff that came out of it. The funniest thing that came out of it was the relationship he established with Olive Garden. The official Twitter account befriended him. They wound up sending him 4 bags of food to Indianapolis to the Combine. And then the president of Olive Garden called him the night before his drills to wish him good luck. So it's just been absolutely insane and silly, but pretty fun.
Do we see Gabe Ikard as the new spokesman for Olive Garden anytime soon?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you this. I ordered Olive Garden last night because of all this. So
you're carb loading just like Gabe. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jason. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.